The suggestion by Segovia on the fingerings on the left hand is very, very useful. Where you're in second position, 1 is grabbing the F sharp and 3 grabs the D. You're going to be playing around with fingers 2 and 4, right? Now, just like in Estudio 3, in study 3, your main voice is going to be the first part of the beat. And then the second part where you play a double stop, or a chuck as I call them, is going to be lighter, right? The melodies, right? Now, word of caution, you're going to have to be very quick with your pinky, right? Go from the F sharp down to the B very quickly. Keep 3 there because that's going to be part of your chord, right? So D, F, B, G, A, G, and then you switch I lost my spot, sorry. And here you're going to actually switch your 3 for 2 as you prepare yourself to be on second position. So as you hit the G open, right? Before you were holding that D with 3, now you're holding it with 2. 1 grabs the D, the E on a D string. Then you're going to tuck everything so that you're in second position and lined up with 1 and 2. Your hand is in forward position, right? That means that you've opened your wing. Your pinky's going to have a hard time getting there, but that's not what you need right now. Open G, and then you get back to second position. Switch 2 for 3 and 1 for 2. Pretty much the same moves that you had before. Then 1 is going to move you to first position, and you're going to keep the D, but not with 3, but with 4 as you move over. Right? And then right? I played an A, that was a mistake. It's supposed to be a C sharp. Now, let's take a look at this turn of events. So we start the second line here, or the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th measure. 1 moves you to first position. You replace 3 with 4, still holding the D and the E. 2 grabs the E on the 4th string, and then 3 is going to sneak underneath as 2 comes down, right? So you have 2 and 3 stacked on the 2nd fret. Now, next, the 3 is a very important finger here for this situation, because you're going to slide it all the way to the 5th fret, land your pinky right below it to get the A on the 1st string, 5th fret, and then C sharp for your bass. 4th fret, 5th string, right? Then keep your pinky there. You're going to grab the B on the 2nd fret, 5th string, and add the D on the 2nd string. Tuck in your pinky, so now you have a dominant chord, and then move back out with your pinky, and you have a bar on the 2nd fret. As you hit the A bass again, you're going to do a 7th. That's going to be a G, so it's an A dominant now. And that brings you right back to D. And slide things over. Now, I would I suggest that you use Segovia's fingering. So instead of using 2, go ahead and use 1 again. It's the same thing as the beginning. Two and three, or 3 and 4, sorry. Actually, that was supposed to be 2 and 3. Then then slide up, just like before, right? Like before. Now land your bar C sharp up here on the 4th fret. That's 5th string. And again the dominant. Then you are on a bar. So you were changing things a little bit, right? So as you're holding that bar, you're holding a D major chord, you know, right? But this time with, right? And where were we? Now, as you get to the A bass, you turn it into a dominant by bringing your 2nd finger down to the G on the 1st string. Now, this is tricky. You're going to grab your C sharp on the A, and you're going to accompany that G with an E on the 5th fret 2nd string. Right? So again. Back. You're going to substitute that 2. You're going to still want that D on the 2nd string 3rd fret, but you're going to use 3 because you need 2 up here on the 5th string. Your pinky grabs the F sharp. Now, keep the 3 there because you're going to use it to pivot. Bring your pinky underneath. Turn the B into a B flat. And your pinky turns into a G sharp. 2 on the 3rd fret for the F. Scoot 2 back to the E. And then just basically kind of an, it's a hint, it's really hinting at a dominant chord, dominant. But you kind of have this idea of A major, or are we going to a dominant of A, which is an E7? Right? So you have this B bar, A dominant, and that brings you right back to the 1 and 3 of the beginning. Now this is interesting, right? You're going to jump to 3rd position. 2 is going to grab the F sharp. 3 is going to grab the C natural on the 3rd string 5th fret. 1 is going to grab your D on your 2nd string 3rd fret. Now here you're going to stretch your pinky to the 7th fret 4th string to grab that A. Right? And then you're going to squish 1 and 3 like that so that the C turns into a B. You're still holding on to that D. You're going to play a G. And the whole idea behind this is you want to keep the melody on the 4th string. Right? So, starting here. Sorry, I lost my sock for a second. Right, so. Now, as you do this, it's the same fingerings. Keep 3 where it is on that B, and you're gonna turn 1 and 2 around. Right? So take a look at this. Scoot the 3 in so that C turns into a B. Get the G, so it's a G major chord for just a little bit. Then the melody keeps on going to an E. Then D. Notice that I opted to play the B open there, right? Right, so I'm still holding on to that G, getting the E on the 2nd string, 5th fret, and the C sharp, of course, on the 5th string. Then 1 and 2. G and E. So I'm still holding on to that D, right? Then 1 and 2, right? Notice that I have to open my wing to get this. actually doesn't want a bar, so switch to 3 instead of 2, so you can use 2 there. So we're back at the beginning, right? Then 1 and 3. And here you know that you're at the coda, you're about to finish the piece. 2. Instead of bringing 2 back over, you stack 1 and 2. Why? So 2 can move over to the D. Turn into dominant by bringing the second finger down. Studio number 4.